Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Shakira, and if you could already tell by the title down below for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of me fasting for 21 days. But before we get in the video, be sure to subscribe down below because, as you will learn in this video, I am back and I'm in a place where I'm able to commit more to my personal wants in life, if that makes sense. And being in front of the camera is something that I want to do, and I also want to be behind the camera while I'm shooting, and you'll learn that throughout this video. But go ahead and subscribe, and while you're down there, click that bell so you get a notification every time that I upload. But yeah, as of yesterday, Sunday the 28th, I would have fasted for 21 days. And I guess before I get started, I need to acknowledge the difference between fasting and dieting. Fasting is for a spiritual reason, and dieting is just for, I guess, overall body health. So I did not fast for my body, but I fasted for my mind, if that makes sense. And the fast that I did with my church was the Daniel's fast, and it's no bread, no meat, and no dessert for 21 days. This is a partial fast, and I did have to do some modifications just because of my food allergies. Soy, nuts, and fruit. So I was already pretty limited, but I really needed to do this fast for my mind and to get more spiritually connected. So I did it. I did it without fear, which is something I could say I've done for the first time in a long time. I feel like I always go into things with fear, but I've just learned to put my faith in my religion and not so much in myself. That's something that I struggled with a lot prior to doing this fast. I also just needed to work through a lot mentally, which is why I really needed to do this fast. If you follow me on Instagram, totally not a plug, but it's in the description down below, then you know that I've had a little bit of a rough time towards the end of 2017. I just found out that I wasn't really dealing with it the way that I needed to, and I thought I was okay, and then literally like the last month of 2017 I was just like crying by myself a lot, and I thought I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just emotional, but I realized there was a reason for that, and I really just wanted to be like, listen, this can't be happening in 2018. However, I started off the year just crying alone by myself, and that's just the type of person that I am. I like to handle my emotions by myself so that I know they're my emotions and it's not me feeling someone else's emotions, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've been able to work through that hardship through this fast, and whenever I felt weak, I would just pray and it made everything feel better. So the first thing I guess I went through was spiritual healing. I like that, spiritual healing. I'm still in the process, by the way, but I'm in a way better place than I was a couple months ago. The second thing that happened is I realized that I ate a lot of meat, bread, and dessert. And reflecting back, I now know that I can live without all of those things. Meat, for me, is kind of something that I'm a little not grossed out by, because like meatitarian here, I was all about chicken, beef, steak. But yeah, I just got to a point in my life where I was like, listen, I need to cut back on the meat because there's no way that all this meat is real. I have a conspiracy theory that it is genetically modified meat, because logically there's all these restaurants that just have all this meat supply, and if you're thinking about like how many restaurants are in your town, then how many restaurants are in your city, your state, the country, the world, there is not enough poultry in this world to supply all these restaurants with all this food. That goes towards fruit and vegetables too, because some fruit and vegetables, they're just too symmetrical, and it's a little questionable, if you know what I'm saying. That's not the point of this video, but yeah, I realized I can live without meat and bread and dessert, and by doing that my skin has cleared up so much. I had a severe breakout on this side I kind of have one here, but it's more hyperpigmentation left from like scarring and stuff. So I'm still working on like clearing this side, but this side, just like dietary issues is where the breakouts were happening on my face, which is another thing. Like if you're having a lot of breakouts, I would look up like a face map of what that means and adjust what you're doing in your everyday life to get rid of those breakouts. I have found love in other ways of eating, and I feel like I am able to commit more to a healthier lifestyle. Argumentatively, I've already had a healthier lifestyle just because I can't have soy, that's fried foods, Oreos, anything pre-packaged pretty much. So like cookies or crackers, like I can't have those. And towards the last week of fasting, I did log off of Instagram. I only stayed logged into my business one just because I had to respond to DMs, but anytime I clicked on it, I had to block the screen, not look at anyone's post, just go straight to those DMs. But I have found that I have become more of a creative person, and I've just like realized a bunch of like, I don't know how to explain it, like unnecessary things that people do on social media that I just could care less about. Sorry. Sorry to be so brutally honest, but I just could care less. I see people posting things, I'm like, okay, like it's the same old thing. I'm tired of it. And I'm now finding that like when I go on social media, it's going to be mainly for me to display my stuff and less, oh my gosh, like look at this person, they're so goals or whatever. I also this past week fasted from criticizing myself. I feel like this is something everyone does, like, oh, I hate this part of my body, like I wish this was a little bit more pushed in, or like I wish this hyperpigmentation wasn't a thing. So I've started wearing less makeup and focusing more on my skin and just me, my goals in life. But yeah, I'm just more aware spiritually. I'm more aware of my body, things that my body may not like to intake as much career-wise, and just more aware of myself and what I want in life and not what I think that I want because other people have. And that was something that like 2017, girl, bye, because that was all my mentality last year, and I'm realizing it. I thought that other people doing stuff was me like, oh, I could see myself doing that, I want to do that. And now I'm just more like, I know what I want, I know how to get there, I need to just focus on me and my path and just blank out like everyone else and keep the real people around me who are real and just like X out the fake people who are doing nonsense and just like really wasting my time. And yeah, so I guess if you want to take from this video what I learned in the past 21 days is to be more cocky about myself. I kid, it's all jokes, but yeah, I highly recommend doing some type of fasting, even if it's once a month for like 3 days or something. I would fast from social media, meat, bread, dessert, and just be like a whole new person starting that next week. I feel like I'm rambling more and more towards the end. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I highly recommend doing some type of fasting, not dieting, but fasting, so you can get yourself right, hunty, so you get your mind in the right place. But yeah, if you have any questions or any video recommendations, comment section down below. Give this video a like, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all in the description down below. And yeah, I guess until next time, bye!